As the new Training and Development Director for ABC Corporation, after reviewing the three trainers, I would sit them down to let them know how they did so far as their training skills. The first one, I would point out that he would need to address how he approached the class. He was kind of in a rude manner, um, brushing off when one of the students had a question. He didn't read any of the information that was necessary to give out. He told them to read it themselves. When, as his job as a trainer, he's supposed to answer questions, have knowledge on what he's teaching to those in the class so that he can provide that information to them. He didn't answer any questions. He didn't ask any questions. Um, he just pretty much was saying, do it on your own time. That's what you have the book for. When that's not his job as a trainer, he's supposed to provide information and some knowledge and help them get a better understanding of what information it is that they need to know. On the second trainer, very enthusiastic when she came into the room. She was very involved in the persons that were in the class. She asked questions as she went along. Through the book, she stuck to the plan, what was in the book, asking questions directly pertaining to the job, and she engaged in all of the students, um, asking any question if they had a question, or asking them a question to get knowledge from them to see what they knew about the subject or task or duty at the moment, which is very good style, very informative, very direct. Spoke with authority while in the room, just demanding their attention to, be engaged and want to know more of what's going on. And she asked if anyone had any questions at the end, see if there was something she might have left out, or, just to cover all of her grounds, to make sure that everything was taken care of. On the third trainer, uh, didn't introduce herself, didn't really engage in the class, didn't even look at the class, was buried in the books in front of him. Didn't really have any knowledge of what he was training on, because he was reading straight from the book, no breaks, no interaction. Didn't involve the classmates. Actually, the student had to stop him to ask a question, in which he said he'll get back to it when he had time. So he really wasn't engaged in the class much at all. So with him, I would tell him to get a better knowledge of what he's teaching so that he's prepared to answer questions and be more of an instructive position, instead of just reading a book to the class on information that they have in front of them already. You want to provide more insight and knowledge than just reading straight from the page, so to speak. So I would just make sure I point that out to him. With each one, just make sure I let them know how they present it, the information they provided, whether it was good information, enough information, not enough information, and just adjust, how to tweak in these areas to make their styles better and more beneficial when it comes to training within those training sessions.